following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Friday morning. I'm John Benedict.
And I'm Nick Garrick. On today's show, find out how a local high schooler out of the ordinary way.
Plus, what Hollywood classic is now making its restaurant debut in Northern Illinois.
And has a spring finally sprung? Stick around to find out your weekend forecast coming up.
But first, with prom season in full swing, teens all across the country are searching for their dream dress. Elegant colors and elaborate designs are the norm, except for one, Skylar Branch from Memphis, Tennessee.
Skylar decided to break social norms with a dress that was not only beautiful, but also held an inspirational meaning. Faces of black women who inspired Branch decorated her gown. Notable figures such as Oprah, Maya Angelou, Halle Berry, Rosa Parks, as well as the faces of women in her family were brought to life by seamstress Shannon Pierce. A truly beautiful, thoughtful, and unique dress for this young woman.
That's beautiful. In local news, local Macomb High Schooler promposed in an out-of-the-ordinary way. On Tuesday, Macomb police officers were able to help a Macomb High student pull off a promposal for the books.
The sign reads, "It must suck to get pulled over, but don't worry. The only ticket you're getting is one to prom." For all of you wondering, Lacey did say yes. Macomb prom is scheduled for May 12th.
Man, that is seriously creative. Like, my proposal was probably just a poster with "Please go to prom with me." I can't believe he got the police involved.
Yeah, mine was like something with Mountain Dew. It wasn't really.
It was Mountain Dew.
Might have got it off Pinterest. So.
Of course it is. Well, it is prom season for the surrounding high schools in the area, which means possible partying. On Monday, WIU hosted the 27th annual mock DUI crash for students to see the dangers of buzzed and drunk driving. News 3's Alec Taylor, gives us a closer look at the event.
A deadly crash caused by a drunk driver. That was the scenario Western Emergency Medical Services simulated at yesterday's mock DUI. Accompanied by state and local police, as well as the Sheriff's Department, McDonough County Coroner, and other emergency services, the WEMS student organization got hands-on experience responding to the accident.
We get our training in on this kind of scenario, but also we get to show high school students what can happen in the devastation.
Students watched emergency services arrive at the scene to care for the victims of the accident. A big part of the event was to show the students the severity of driving under the influence and how it can affect more than just the people involved.
The impact that it makes not only on their lives, but also their families' lives and their friends' lives. I think they kind of put that aside or in the back of their head. They don't really think about that as much.
In 2016, over 10,000 people died in alcohol-impaired crashes. In Illinois, there is a no-tolerance policy for underage drinking. Reporting for News 3, I'm Alec Taylor.
Now, WIU's Office of Public Safety is reminding everyone to drive safely and drink responsibly.
April is also National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Local police are reminding drivers to avoid texting or talking on a cell phone. You can expect to see increased patrols and enforcement zones across Illinois from now until the end of the month as part of distracted driving enforcement.
Yeah, distracted drivers are not the only problem you should be looking out for. Local law enforcement also wants you to be looking out for scam phone calls. The McDonough County Sheriff's Office says they're getting lots of reports about these calls, some of them posing as the IRS. The Sheriff's Office is asking residents to not answer strange calls and do not respond to the voicemails. The IRS will never call you and fish for your information. In health news, ovarian cancer is the 5th leading cause of cancer deaths among women. WIU students are working to find better ways to prevent the disease. News 3's Thaddeus Pfeiffer has the story.
On the 5th floor of Currents Hall outside Lab Room 540, there are posters of research being done by students there to greet you. Most of this research is targeting the early detection, prevention, and treatment methods associated with ovarian cancer. One of the students involved with the research is senior Malika Asar. Her research is focused specifically on improving the detection methods of ovarian cancer so that more women can be treated earlier and increase the odds of survival.
So I'm trying to find if you have a way to detect it, then that means you can see early on, like in stages 1 and 2, that you have the cancer and you can get treated early, which has your survival rate around 95% rather than like 27% at stage 4.
After speaking with the students involved with the research, it became apparent that none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the opportunities given them from not only Western Illinois, but especially Dr. Met Syndergaard.
Western is very special in the way that undergraduates in the science departments, especially in chemistry, get the opportunity to do research and work one-on-one with research professors. That's something that might not happen at a bigger institution.
This ability to work one-on-one with professors like Dr. Syndergaard has certainly impacted the lives of students to better prepare themselves for the future.
Dr. Syndergaard just welcomed me, and I think that's just the biggest opportunity Western's ever given me. It's given me a lot, but that's the biggest one because it completely changed my future. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and now I want to cure cancer. So.
And a cure for ovarian cancer is exactly what these students hope to achieve. For News 3, I'm Thaddeus Pfeiffer.
In other WIU news, a yearly campaign will kick off on Tuesday for the university. The third annual Western Challenge is a 24-hour online campaign. The goal of the challenge is to inspire Western alumni, current students, faculty, and staff to show their support for WIU by creating personal gifts.
The director of annual giving says the Western Challenge is about supporting students. Participants get to decide where their gift goes. Some of those areas are scholarships and campus improvements. And the final count of food donation for the Stuff the Bus Get Off Your Cans food drive is in. WIU officials say they collected more than 3,500 non-perishable food items and received over $1,500.
Several campus organizations helped with the efforts last week to give to the less fortunate. Officials say donations were given to local food pantries, and they say they've collected more than 100,000 pounds of food since 2008. Also, in entertainment news, the star of the 1980 comedy Caddyshack has opened a restaurant here in Illinois. Actor Bill Murray and his family opened Murray Brothers Caddyshack Restaurant in Rosemont, Illinois. The restaurant opened on Tuesday and offers a golf-themed menu that includes crispy potato golf balls and caddy shakes. That was a good one. Oh my God. The restaurant's motto is Eat, Drink, and Be Murray. Man, they're full of them. The first Caddyshack restaurant opened in St. Augustine, Florida, 17 years ago.
And coming up after the miniature version of the world's biggest sport is about to get a whole lot bigger. I talked with leaders of the event right after this.
The fact that it's called Caddyshack means it has something to do with golf. And
Why I love to do sports anchoring? Because, I mean, it's talking about sports. I decided to come to Western because I wanted an experience that wasn't like some other schools. I did color commentary for one volleyball game. I was terrified. I never did any broadcasting in high school, but when I was talking, it was all, staggered, and I had no idea what I was saying. And now I've done so many different games as a color commentator, play-by-play, now sports anchor. Every show and every game, it gets easier and easier, and I get more comfortable doing it.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary, but I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. You've all been misunderstood. You're not a fighter.
Oh, I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his color. Learn more at understood.org.
No doubt you're going places, young lady.
Thank you. And thank you for the interview as well. I can imagine it was the last thing that you wanted to do after such a long campaign meeting.
You really are a very intelligent young woman. You're very smooth.
You're very smooth yourself.
You have no idea.
I want to be able to stand in front of a camera and tell people the story of what the weather's going to be like that day, or be able to tell people, hey, there's something coming your way, you need to take cover, you need to watch out. And being able to stand in front of a camera and tell not only people who are directly involved but their family members as well, like, this is what's going on. It's been very important to me because, being in those situations where you are relying on the news to tell you what's going on, I like to be a part of that and helping people with that.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back. Macomb Recreation and Parks and Tourism Association 467 is putting on a human foosball tournament in Veterans Park next weekend. Joining me now is RPTA professor and tourism professor, Jeremy Robena, and RPTA student Lexi Marshall. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having us.
To get started, before we get into the details of the event, I'm sure we're all wondering what human foosball is.
I'll let you take this, Jeremy.
It's basically a life-size version of the popular bar game. Instead of it being a tabletop game, we've turned it into about a 30-foot by 20-foot court where people go in and play it live action.
And you hold on to the poles that are going across like you would the little plastic guys in there. There's no one spinning the poles, right?
You're spinning yourself. So we've got poles there, and the rules, you have to hold on to the poles.
Okay.
We use soccer balls. We use nets at the end, and the goal is for you to communicate effectively with your teammates in order to score by sort of moving yourself through the game.
That sounds like such fun. Now, last year's Foos for Families, unfortunately, was rained out, but I hear you guys have a backup this year. So.
Yep, absolutely. So if it is raining like it was, we are going to do it at the rec. So it'll be awesome. Okay. We have enough space there, and it holds both courts. So. And
it's rainproof.
It's rainproof.
Awesome.
There you go.
No, the event sounds like fun, and we're all going to have a good time, I'm sure. But we're doing this for a good cause. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. So the Macomb Park District and the Center for Youth and Family Solutions teamed up with us to do this, and it basically just benefits communities in here in Macomb, helps them with like when they have issues, can't afford things and stuff like that. So.
Wow.
It goes to the client fund for the Center for Youth and Family Solutions. They provide things like winter coats, if people need hygiene items, anything that a family in crisis may need in order to help them through whatever long-term or short-term problems they may be having.
Now, do you work with, is it homeless shelters, or is it just families a part of this organization that?
So the center will work with anybody, but it primarily serves its own clients. And inside the center, they work with foster care. They work with kids in crisis, so runaways or other young people that may be negotiating a variety of challenges. And so what the class does and what this fundraiser allows to have happen is that money doesn't become quite as much of a limitation in that we're able to provide some financial support to help them through bad times.
In that situation, that's the last thing you want to worry about.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Apart from the giant foosball at this event, what else does it offer? What else are you doing?
So we'll have a bag set up, so like a little bags tournament going on, and we'll have Human Connect 4. So it'll be fun. There's lots to do while you're waiting.
Bunch of giant games.
Yeah,
it's like you're sitting on a game table.
Yeah, exactly.
That is awesome. Now, this sounds like such fun. And now, how can people sign up and join it?
So you can sign up through the Macomb Park District website. There's registration online. You can also sign up the day of. It's $7 per person or $40 for a team. No more than 8 people, no less than 6 for a team.
And if a person doesn't have a team, so maybe they don't know a lot of people, they can still sign up as an individual, and we'll work to create teams that day so that they have the opportunity to take part in the activities.
Does that cost any more at the door when you get there?
Nope.
Same price. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. This sounds like such fun. Now, coming up after the break, News 3's Molly Naslin has a look at the weekend forecast. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
I chose Western Illinois University because I could get involved right away. You're going to gain experience. I'm going to be able to just become successful right out the gate. I'll be a news reporter and eventually become a news anchor one day. I've always felt that as a strong speaker, I could be a voice for the voiceless. But as long as I continue to believe in myself, work hard, and show that I want to put my best foot forward, I think that anything is possible.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Create your success at Western Illinois University. Automatic scholarships and affordable education and more are all yours at Western Illinois University. Apply today at wiu.edu.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Good morning, Macomb, and welcome back. Again, we are seeing some warmer temperatures for our day today. We have 46 degrees right now. We are going to get warmer as the day continues, and right now we have sunny skies outside. Our winds are out of the east at a gentle 6 miles per hour. Our humidity is at 52%, and our dew point is very low at 29 degrees today. Looking at our averages, again, we are still below average. However, our high is going to be getting closer to what our average high is for this time of the year. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing anywhere near our record high or record low today. I know we would really like to see that 88 degrees today, but we're not going to get that quite that high. Again, this is the high pressure system that's helping to keep our temperatures very nice out for today. It's keeping a lot of what's over here out of our area. However, we are going to be seeing some clouds move in as we get into the evening hours going into tomorrow. Taking a look at our Midwest weather tracker right now. Again, we are right here, no clouds. There's plenty of stuff off to our west right now. We are going to get a little bit of those residual clouds into the evening and going into Saturday. However, the chances for rain are very low coming for this weekend. Looking across the region today, again here in Macomb, we are going to see a high of 60 degrees. There's a lot of 60s across the region today. Again, that is closer to what our average high is typically for April, but we are not quite there yet. Tonight, we're going to be getting upper 30s and lower 40s for our lows across the region. 38 in Beardstown and 37 in Macomb and Quincy. You'll be at 42 tonight. Then tomorrow, we're going to be a little bit colder, but only because those clouds are going to be moving into the area with 58 in Macomb, 60 in Beardstown, and 60 in Quincy as well. Tomorrow night, a little bit warmer than what we're going to be seeing tonight with 40s across the region. 41 here in Macomb, 43 in Beardstown and Springfield. You'll be at 46 tomorrow night. Tonight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with a low of 37 degrees. Winds are going to be out of the east at 5 miles per hour. Those clouds are going to keep temperatures from getting too low because they're going to be insulating some of that heat. However, that wind is going to keep it very nice out. Then tomorrow we're going to have cloudy skies, not mostly sunny. However, that sun might peek out every once in a while with a high of 58 degrees. Winds are going to be picking up out of the east at 12 miles per hour, which is going to help keep it a little bit cooler than what we are going to be seeing today. Then for your 5-day forecast again tomorrow, cloudy skies with a high of 58. Look at all those 60s across the board. Sunday through Wednesday, we're going to have partly cloudy skies with a highs in the mid to upper 60s. However, Wednesday, we're going to be dropping back down to 55 with some cloudy skies.
That's great. So now, I have a quick camping trip planned Saturday night. So will other than about 40 degrees, will it be okay? No rain?
No rain this weekend. Temperatures are going to be okay. It might be a little bit chilly. You might want to make sure you're keeping bundled up if you're going out camping. Yeah. But other than that, this weekend's looking to be very nice.
Close to the fire? That's great, yeah.
You said the words dropping down, and I got a sick feeling in my stomach. I'm like, dropping down to what? 55 is not bad. Are we going to finally start seeing a consistent rise?
We are not looking to see any snow in our area. However, there are some parts of the north that are still worrying about snow. But here in Macomb, looks like we're out of the clear for now. I'm thinking we're going to be keeping with those nice temperatures for a while.
That's good.
That's great.
I'll take that sunshine and 60 degrees all day long. So
all day. Yeah. All day.
All right, well, coming up, I sit down with the head of the Broadcasting and Journalism Department, find out what the big move he is making right after the break.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
I learned broadcasting for 3 years in high school, so towards my senior year, I was pretty much invested in wanting to pursue a career. And I do enjoy it now, but I'm searching for a way to make sure that it's something that I want to pursue after college. That way, I'll be able to wake up every day and say, this is something I want to do, this is something that I love, this is something that I can teach, I can spread, I can affect people with.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. Joining me this morning is William Buzz Hume, the Department Chair of the Broadcasting and Journalism Department here at Western Illinois University. Buzz, thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Happy to be here.
So you are our department chair here. So you're kind of the one that gets all this together and tied to a string to keep us in line. So how does that feel?
Well, I appreciate the acknowledgement there, but it's really the faculty do all the hard work. I just make sure that they have what they need to do, what they're going to do.
Great. So you've been here for quite a while. What was it, 1991?
Since 1991, yeah.
Do we have that picture at all of him working in the sports truck? You started as, what was your first position?
Well, when I first started, I eventually had the opportunity to take over the sports production classes, and yeah, thanks for showing that picture. As I think I told you, fortunately I had a hat on, and there wasn't much change in terms of hairstyle. But yeah, I had the fortune of getting involved when we were still doing sports production back around when I just got done with my doctorate. I was working, of course, with Dr. Evans, and then it just kind of became something that I really loved to do and really wanted to expand what we were trying to do, and eventually tried to work on a curriculum for sports broadcasting and an actual academic major.
Yeah. So then you did that for quite a few years, and then how long have you been department chair then?
Well, I became the interim chair in 2001, and then I became the full-time chair in 2013.
Gotcha.
When I accepted the job, I kind of said that the best part about it was the interim tag, but then I really found out that I liked doing the department chair position. I, of course, missed all the things that are involved with teaching and the contact with students, but of course the department chair position allowed me to kind of see the bigger picture for the entire department, so I really enjoyed that part.
And that kind of carries over to this new position. You are going to be the College of Fine Arts and Communications Associate Dean in the fall of 2018.
Yeah.
So how's that?
It's very exciting and a little nerve-wracking, but I'm excited for this new challenge. I think that it allows me to try to do what I think I've been trying to do for the department, for all the departments within the college. We have a great College of Fine Arts and Communication. They're really strong departments on their own, and so I think that as an associate dean, I'm of course trying to help Dean Billy Clow accomplish the mission of the college, and it is my hope that I can assist in whatever means possible the other departments and schools as well within the college to make them just as strong as broadcasting and journalism
as they can. Yeah, because I was going to say, we have some footage of not only the future study abroad that we're going to have this summer, correct?
That's right.
That's going to be, and where exactly are you guys going?
We're headed to England for 2 weeks right after graduation, getting on a plane and flying to the United Kingdom. and we're staying at Edge Hill University, and we're going to see different media organizations there. We're planning to see the BBC Media City. We're going to go see some newspaper and radio stations in Liverpool, and we're planning a trip to a football club somewhere in the United Kingdom. I think in Liverpool that they have arranged, and one of the things we're going to try to do is also try to make a trek to London. We have an alum that works for ESPN UK there. So we're trying to arrange something as well.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I think in that footage up there, there were some trips that the other clubs and organizations within broadcasting and journalism had. The NBS trip where they went to Chicago, they saw things like WGN radio station and the CBS 2 WBBM that has one of our alumni, and then many accolades and awards that we have won in the past year or two, so that's great.
And again, that's in part really because the faculty, the people that are involved as sponsors, and of course the students that really take initiative like yourself. There's so many other people that really keep raising the bar of excellence around here, and so that was really something that they have done on their own.
That's great, and we're going to carry that over, so stick around and find out what the Broadcasting and Journalism Department has up their sleeve for this weekend. Thank you very much, Buzz.
You bet, Nick.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I started to think about doing broadcasting my freshman year. I started calling some football games for the freshman football team. My high school didn't really have a broadcasting program like some do, and so a lot of my stuff was just PA for different sports, for basketball, for volleyball. And my mom signed me up for a visit to come to Western on a Discover Western Day. And I walked through the doors of the rec center, and Buzz Hoon shook my hand, said, "Zach Stone, I've seen all your footage, I know who you are, and you belong here." And that's what really makes WIU feel like home.
National Broadcasting Society helps the future of broadcasting get the tools needed to succeed in an ever-growing media world. At Western Illinois University, the professional connections students bring to our chapter of NBS have opened doors to networking possibilities that students otherwise wouldn't have. The opportunities we are given as students at WIU allow us to make connections today for success tomorrow.
Students and faculty will be representing WIU at the Illinois News Broadcasters Association Conference taking place in East Peoria this weekend.
That's right. Categories like hard TV program, videography, and use of sound are just a few categories we've been named finalists for. WIU students have been named finalists in 9 categories.
Not only that, but Good Morning Macomb has also been nominated for Best Soft TV Program in the competition. Good luck to our team nominated for the Simba Awards this weekend.
I mean, I thought award season was over with NBS and IBS, but here we go. We're winning more. We're hopefully winning more.
We might have to expand Salih 3 just a little bit because we don't have enough room for all these awards.
We got to build up, right? We got to build up. We got to have like the nice corner window studios overlooking Murray Street. Oh yes. That would be beautiful.
So, like I said, I'm going on this camping trip this weekend, Molly. How's it looking?
This weekend is shaping up to be a very nice weekend, especially if you're going camping. Tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be cloudy with a high of 58 degrees and a low of 40. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are going to be partly cloudy. 60s across the board, except for Wednesday, which will be 55.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you so much, Molly. And we thank you for joining us this morning for our final and my last Good Morning Macomb ever. You can still catch News 3 for Live at 4 on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And we're always on Facebook, or just search on our Twitter. Just search News 3 WIU.
From all of us here at News 3, have a good morning, Macomb.